Oh, hey, what's up, guys? How you guys are doing today? It's your friendly boy, That BlackOni. Today we'll actually be talking about something similar to what I'm doing right now. This is a game that I have been very fond of and enjoyed for quite some time. I want to let you guys know the game is called Garouden Breakblow. Now, I could be saying that completely wrong, but I also grew up on this game and enjoyed it very, very much. And one thing I can say about this game is it's very, very awesome. Not just that, but a little bone breaking at times. Let's go ahead and let's start in right now. First of all, we're gonna go ahead and go through the modes of Garouden Breakblow. Starting off, you have story mode. Story mode is one of the self-explanatories. You're playing through a person's story. Versus mode is pretty much, once again, self-explanatory. You're fighting against either a computer or a friend that you have over. Survival. Now we're gonna pause when we talk about survival because there's a lot of things in survival mode that you guys need to know. One thing about survival mode is it has a crap ton of unlockables. The one thing that I can truly say about this is you can unlock a lot of different characters. Definitely characters that don't show up on the roster, like Crybaby Sakura. And Crybaby Sakura is one of the coolest / wrestlers that I've ever seen in a fighting game. He has a body built like a Muay Thai god, but at the same time, he is really like ninjas, like definitely when you use his chain breaks. I'm gonna go into chain breaks a little bit on into this video. The one thing that I can truly say is everybody in themselves have unique specials. There's no special that is almost the same unless it's a clone character, in which you do have clone characters, but they have different type of meters or different ways of how they take damage, meaning that a hit from a professional character in this game may take up tremendous damage on them compared to you playing with a badass character that when they get hit, they only get almost around 5% of their chain bar hit. Now, another thing too about this is just playing this game in survival mode is there's a secret character that you can unlock named Yajiro. Now, a lot of people who don't know who Yajiro is should kind of have a recollect of them if you've watched the TV show or TV series Baki the Grappler. I'm not going to go too much in depth of Baki the Grappler. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. The first series is not on Netflix, but if you want to watch the second season, please go to Netflix and watch it. It's awesome. It's brutal as hell. It's not for kiddies, but it is awesome. But going back through the actual modes, training mode, self-explanatory. The only problem that I had with this is even when you're going through the training mode itself, you're not actually training. You're more watching demonstrations of how to set up moves, how to execute moves. So it's something that you can pay attention to, even if you can't read Japanese or speak Japanese. Is one of those things that you can look through and kind of get the gist of it as you're playing through the game, maybe with somebody. That's your best way of honestly training in this game. You don't actually do any fighting moves yourself in training mode or anything like that, and which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. This is a Japanese game. So, take that to, each his own when it comes to that. Profile is pretty much your save data on your memory card. This is a PlayStation 2 game, matter of fact, so don't think that you may get translations for a lot of things on here. A majority of the things that you have translated on here are story mode, where it says story mode, not the story itself. Everything else is in Japanese. Options are actually very limited. For a PlayStation 2 game, on a mid-2000 game, I was kind of expecting a little bit more on the option side, but it was decent for what it was. Once again, I can't read Japanese, so I don't know what everything
does for option mode, but at the same time, a lot of the stuff is kind of self-explanatory when you go through it. You just don't want to mess with it too much because you could mess something up, possibly gameplay itself. Not really crashing the game or anything, but you could just mess something up that you didn't mean to mess with in the first place. Starting off with story mode, the one thing that I really do like about story mode more than other games is there's a crap ton of unlockables for your character. And there's a lot of things to offer, honestly, towards this. You can get costumes, you can unlock other characters as well. You can unlock other characters that you may have rivals with, family members through this fighting game, and that's another cool thing too. You can tell who's either family or trained under the same dojo, basically because they will have similar martial art styles. There'll be a little tweak in those characters. They're not completely what I would consider clone characters. They do have a uniqueness to them, and I do really like that in a character. Definitely when a character is considered a clone character, I do like when they have something unique about them that kind of separates them from the main character that they're based off of. So that's one of the main things that I really like about story mode. Versus mode is simple. The only thing that sucks about versus mode is you kind of have to unlock a lot of characters first to go back and actually play this, to really enjoy it, to really have a huge options or variety in characters that you may or may not want to play with. And one great way to do that is going through story mode. Another way that you can unlock characters is going through survival mode. Survival mode has a huge plethora of different characters that you can unlock through there. One of my favorite being Crybaby Sakura. You have to beat him on his first try or your first fight of him. If you let time run out, you still advance. The downside to it is that you do not unlock that character. So that's another thing that you kind of have to pay attention to when it comes to Garouden Breakblow, is you have to beat these characters. Like you can advance to the next level, but the downside to it is if you don't physically defeat that character, you don't unlock that character, if that makes sense. Another thing that I really enjoyed a lot too is just they have crossovers. They have one of the most baddest ass characters that I've ever seen in a video game in this series, and that's Yajiro Hama. The one problem that I have with trying to fight this character is you have to fight 99 characters to get to him. That means that you have to go through 99, well, not 99 characters, but 99 fights to get to him. The problem with that is after you have played with this character, after you fought with one of your favorite characters that you've gotten up in rank, you have to fight him. Now this game is brutal when it's brutal on your hands. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that this is a cakewalk to get to him. No, it took me 3 hours of recording to get to this guy. And then I paused like a dumbass because I was just like, wait, oh shit, this is Yajiro. Yajiro, I'm saying Yajiro. I'm leaving that in there. I was dumbfounded when I fought this character because I'm so used to watching the TV show and seeing him pop up here and there in the TV series of Baki the Grappler, that when I fought him, I'm like, okay, I can get an up and up on him. This guy, as I start to get an upper hand, started to do a chip away on my toughness meter. And your toughness meter is pretty much your meter that as you're getting hit, it is one of those things that kind of absorb a lot of the damage that you take. So it's kind of like a protection meter in a way when it comes to you getting hit, and it also protects you when you're blocking. So if you actually block with your character, it also protects you in that way, but it does eat away that you have to kind of get away from the character and then let it fill back up and then start back up with the fight. The only downside to that is that normally a computer character is not finna let up on you unless you can get some distance away from you and that character. The other problem is if the character that you're fighting has certain special moves where they can break your toughness meter or your block meter, you're screwed, because when they do that, they chip away at it to where they shrink your block meter, and when they chip away at that block meter, you're done for. Because when you block or you start taking hits, your meter breaks and you no longer have that meter to protect you anymore. You no longer have that toughness to stand up against that character and absorb those hits that they give you. So it's one of those type of things that it is really, really tough to stand with and all of that stuff, but also a very fun game to also play. Now, my honest opinion about this game, would this game stand the test of time? Meaning that, would I tell somebody else to, hey, try this game out? The only way that I would actually do that is if you are a fighting game fan and you kind of want to goof off with some friends and stuff like that, I would definitely tell you to try this game out. This game is badass. No, this game is nothing like Tekken or Mortal Kombat. It's in its own lane when it comes to that. The environments that you play in, I do really like the setup of those. It's different environments all the way around, like in Japan areas. I thought that was actually pretty cool within itself, and I think that even in today's time, like, that would, even go further. It's one of those things that I think a lot of people would really enjoy more than others. The characters, even though a little outdated with the designs, I think would still, with a little bit of remodification and new detail, I think that they would stand out very, very nicely. So that's one of the things as well that you guys could possibly see. Hopefully they bring out another game of this, maybe on the PS5 or something like that, and have it region unlocked. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I would get it. It's a very awesome game, plenty of hours of gameplay. Believe me, with every character that you can unlock. I think there's like over 50 characters that you can unlock. So that's another thing that I would definitely tell you guys to look into. It's one of those things that definitely works. But this is your boy, That BlackOni. Honestly, I cannot rate this game. I couldn't put this game on a rating system. But thank you guys so much for your time. If you like this video, don't forget to hit a like and subscribe for it. I'm gonna go ahead and hand it back to the past Oni and let him go ahead and tell you more about this game. All right, you guys have a good one.
All right. So I hope you guys actually enjoyed this video. I hope that you liked it. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And also hit that notification button down below just to figure out when the next time I upload a video. Normally I upload between Monday and Friday, but due to my schedule right now, it's going to be a majority of times Friday. I also will be live streaming every Friday night, so be prepared for that. If you're in a different time zone, believe me, I will try to actually have up the next time that I'll actually be uploading a video at that specific time. So take care and always enjoy, have fun, and do what you do. All right, that's your boy, That BlackOni, signing out in 3, 2, 1.
But wait, there's more.